All right, what's good, y'all? It's Shaq, and I want to talk about one of the riskiest things I've done, at least when it comes to being out of the country, and that was a time when I went to LA. Now, I didn't book a hotel or an Airbnb. I didn't have any friends that I knew that lived there. I knew like one or two people, but like no one that I could just indefinitely be like, yeah, I'm staying at their house. So it was more so of like, I'm gonna go over there and just try to figure it out. I'm gonna find someone. I'm gonna find somewhere to stay that's not gonna break my pocket, or maybe just find someone that I can work with and just like sleep on the couch type thing. So I'll let you know how that goes shortly. All right. So growing up, I wasn't like extremely poor or anything like that, but I also couldn't just go get anything I wanted. So my parents would always tell me, all right, if you can save up half of the money, then we'll pay the other half for whatever you're trying to get. So that always gave me the little mentality and mindset to be able to go get my own and figure out how I'm gonna get this sum of money so I can get whatever I was trying to get. So I always applied that for when I was coming up. So I really wanted to go to Los Angeles, and I never, like, this is 2018. I didn't have a lot of money back then. I had a lot of jobs, and I would lose them very fast because when I was working, if there was something in the industry going on, like a party or a show or anything, and I wanted to be there and I had a shift the same day, I was calling in sick. And if they didn't like it, I was leaving the job and go find another one. Like, I didn't even care. So I treated this stuff it got top priority. So I wanted to go to LA. I didn't have that much money, and the Drake tour was stopping there too. And I knew someone that was on tour with them, so I'm like, if I was in LA at the same time as the Drake show, I'm definitely going. And you know what I'm saying, that'd be a good look to just be able to be there and go do other cool things in LA. But I couldn't afford a hotel or Airbnb for like a week straight or something. That would have been a stretch for my budget. So fuck it. I got enough money. I booked the one way. That was another thing. I booked the one way there too. Like, I was just going crazy with this one. Booked the one way, and I knew someone that could pick me up from the airport and that I could chill with for the day, but I didn't know if I could stay there. So I was kind of testing the waters with that one. So the whole way on my flight, I was just thinking, man, where am I gonna stay? Like, this is crazy. I'm really going to Los Angeles with like no real plan. I'm really losing it. So I got there. My boy picked me up, dropped my bags at his crib, and we went to the dispensary like right across the street from the crib. It was expensive as hell. Like, I spent $100 on a quarter, a 7. So I'm like, there's no way this is how expensive LA gas is. I'm like, I won't even smoke out here. So started smoking, and then stressing even more because I'm like, oh man, I don't even know if I can stay here type thing. So we were up until 2 in the morning, just talking about random stuff, watching music videos and stuff like that. And then he hit me with the, all right, so like, you know what I'm saying, you got your spot, like, you know what I'm saying, like, where you staying type thing. I was like, oh. But at the same time, my boy Ruby Rosa from New York was in LA with some other Atlantic Records guys, like Orlando Wharton that I know. And they were going to the studio. So he hit me up on some, yo, what's up, you want to come to the studio? This is like 2 in the morning, so I'm like, yeah, for sure. So I was telling my boy, like, yeah, don't worry, I got somewhere to go, I'm good, I'm going to the studio. Grabbed my bags, and I went. So now we're at the studio, and we probably stayed there until like 5 in the morning, talking about stuff they were recording. I met some Atlanta artists, and we talked about how Atlanta artists love getting cookies in the studio, which was hilarious for me because they really ordered cookies like 4 times during the night. I was like, yo, you guys are not playing. So it was kind of like, yeah, by the time it hit like 5 in the morning or 4:30, it was kind of like the same situation. Yeah, not like I didn't ask them anything if I could stay with them or anything like that. So I kind of just was like gonna see what they were gonna say at the end of the night. So we're all leaving, and it's raining too. It's like, it's not like raining, but it's drizzling a little bit. And they said, all right, so where you know what I'm saying, you better go back to your hotel, you good? You know what I'm saying, we shaking hands and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to my hotel. Yeah, for sure. So they all get off in the car and like, oh, you sure you straight? Whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. Don't worry. They leave and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I am actually an idiot. What was I trying to do? Like, what was I expecting? So it's now almost 5 in the morning and I have nowhere to stay. And everybody is definitely sleeping. And this is just crazy at this point. So I'm trying to hit up people in Canada to try to give me an Uber to go somewhere or whatever. I'm thinking of like a restaurant or something like that. And I find a Denny's in Chinatown. So I Uber. No, actually, it wasn't a Denny's. I was trying to get a spot for the night because I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me stop being so wild. Just get a spot for like 2 days and then try to figure out where else I can stay after that. So I'm trying to book a spot and I called them and they're saying, no, it's too late. And I think I tried to book the spot and they took my deposit or something. And then I called and they said, no, it's too late. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? What, I gotta wait for my refund now? Out more money. I'm like, holy moly. So I'll go to the Denny's across the street and I'm like, I guess I'll just drink some coffees and maybe have some pancakes or something and just try to figure out this situation. I stayed there until like 7 in the morning. I had to charge my phone behind the counter because they didn't have no chargers like right beside me. So I was really sitting there sizzling, like no phone, nothing, just sitting there like, what am I doing? Why am I in a Denny's in Los Angeles at like 6 something in the morning? My mind was blown. I'm like, yeah, I really did this to myself. So it's like 7 now, 7 something, and people are starting to come in the Denny's, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to look crazy. I'm starting to feel crazy. So I'm like, let me get out of here. So I take my bags and I leave. And I don't know much about LA, but from what I know, like everybody's on Fairfax and Hollywood and whatever, stuff like that. So I think I literally just searched Fairfax Avenue in my phone, and it must have been like an hour and a half walk or something like that. It was a deep walk, and I had my bags, and I was like, this is crazy. But I must have expected that, right? Like that's what it was. So I start trekking. I start walking. I maybe walk for like 30 minutes and I stop for a sec because that hurts. Like walking with those bags for so long, like, yeah, that hurts. So yeah, 30, 40 minutes I would stop. I think I found a laundromat maybe like halfway through and put my bags on. I was charging my phone. I think I smoked a spliff to just make it even worse. Like, I'm like, oh man, I'm really crazy. Like, I really lost my mind. So I take my stuff, I keep it trekking to Fairfax, and I finally get there probably at like 9 or 8:30 or something, and places are like just opening. Like a lot of places are closing. I was thinking like, all right, let me just walk through some clothing stores or something, try to kill some time until people wake up. I was also waiting for my boys from Atlantic to wake up so I can link up with them because they had a house out there that they were staying at, like an Airbnb or something. So I'm like, oh, let me just kill some time. It's too early to link anybody. I go find a coffee shop that's open. Mind you, I just had like 2 or 3 coffees. Another one. Just so I can sit there and use my phone and stuff. So now I'm going hard on Instagram. I'm on the Los Angeles geotag trying to see who's posting stories like right now. Try to find someone to link up with. But I'm trying to find artists though. I'm trying to find artists or producers. But it's all like random people at the gym, at the beach. And I'm like, this is gonna be impossible. Like, how am I gonna find the people that make music here? I'm not trying to find those top tier guys. Or they're gonna look at me like, what the hell are you doing here homeless? Like, you bum, you're an idiot. So trying to find some people that I can move and groove with, and you know what I'm saying? I had some good plugs at the time, so I had something to offer. So I'm looking, and I found this guy named Navi, and really cool guy from LA. I wish I need to keep in contact with him. I'm gonna message him again soon. As soon as I linked him and I kind of told him what was going on, he was like, yeah, let's link up for sure. You know what I'm saying? I got some gas, let's smoke, whatever. So we linked up and we kind of told each other what we had going on. We smoked, everything was cool. He brought me to his house, but I'm pretty sure he lived with his girlfriend, so I already knew. I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna be the one. And he was saying that he had to go to the Revolt office, like the Revolt TV. He's like, yeah, you want to come? Like, I'll introduce you to so-and-so. And I was like, damn, yeah, that's cool. So we went to Revolt. I left my bags at his house finally, so I could stop walking around with my bags. And we went to Revolt. We got some food, took some cool pictures at Revolt. And then I'm pretty sure he had to go do something. So I'm like, damn, now it's sizzling again. I'm like, what am I gonna do? This is like day 2, halfway through the day, nothing going on. But I'm like, oh yeah, one of my boys is in town, Shoutout, and he's on tour with Drake. So I end up linking with him at some point, and we go. He's buying some clothes and stuff, and then we go to In-N-Out. I've never had In-N-Out before. I had that for the first time. It was alright, like, you know what I'm saying? It was alright. It's nothing crazy. In-N-Out, everybody gasses In-N-Out too much. It's not that great. I think the thing they like about it is like, it's like real patties. You know what I'm saying? Real meat that they put on the grill and sizzle, and it takes a little while. I guess a lot of other places have some weird frozen patties and stuff. So yeah, it was alright. But after that, I think the Drake show was the next day. So I was chilling with him for a bit, whatever, and he got me on the guest list. It was cool. And then he's like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, this is crazy. I can't be homeless for 2 days straight. I need somewhere to shower. I showered the first night at my boy's house, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. This is crazy. So I'm on Instagram, like, who's in LA, like, what's going on, whatever. And I got so lucky. So one of Kelly's friends, cousins, lives in LA, and he was following me. I didn't even know, and he hit me up on something like, yo, I'm out here. What's up? Let's link up. And I told him my situation, and no problem. He said, yeah, don't even worry. Like, I stay with my girl, but you can come stay at my crib for however long you want. You know what I'm saying? You can stay on my couch. It's all good. I was like, oh my God, this is like mission complete right here. Like, and it's also like a Toronto guy. He knows all my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta worry about nothing. Yeah, it was literally mission complete from there. But yeah, I still had to figure out how to make some moves in LA. So yeah, I got situated at his house. It was nice. Got to shower and stuff. He showed me the gas plug. Man, everything was lovely. And the Drake show was the next day. So fast forward to that, because I wasn't doing much there. I didn't know too many people in LA, so I didn't do anything crazy. I just linked up with who I can. I think I also went to Traplantic Studios again that same night. And then the next day, I went to the Drake show. I went by myself. But it was fire though. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice experience, going to a concert in another city.
I'm on the wrist. I tell the bitch, hey! GA, cause that never moving fast. S-Class, G-Class, I-Class. You know.
I mean, another country and big stadium. And pretty much, I think that was like the last of my cool events. Besides that, I was on the scooters all around LA by myself at all weird hours of the night. Just like, yeah, I'm in LA. This is cool. So that's kind of like my experience with just flying somewhere and just trying to make it work and having just enough money to just float around. And it's funny, I didn't even go home after that. Like I was able to save some money, so I booked a one-way to New York after and linked up with my friend Chef and Chulo and all those guys and made some more movies over there. Went to the basketball game, almost on the floor. Yeah, I did all types of cool stuff after that. But LA, that was definitely one for the books. Pretty sure now if I go, I can book a hotel or Airbnb. I'll be much better off than I was in 2018. But that was an amazing experience. So I'm not gonna recommend to anybody to go fly somewhere with nowhere to stay and try to gamble, because I don't know, that could have went very left for me. So yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Till next time.